What's going on? This is your man John Fortune, your host of the Frustrated Fan Sports Show. And today, y'all know when y'all see my man Jeremiah, we're going around the sports world. And with that, it wasn't a lot of sports going on. Wasn't a lot of topics and everything going on. We do know that the NFL season, like they're doing their little training camps and the mini camps and all that that's going on, but it's no real conversation coming out of any of that stuff. But we're going to start at the very top with the boxing world. Alexander Usyk vacates all the titles. Says he's not retiring, but he's going out there to do one more big fight, and then he might be done after that. We talked about this when it came to Bud, Terrence Crawford, and how he was in a situation where he wasn't getting the big fights. Usyk is in a situation where there's nobody to fight. So, what's your thoughts on Usyk vacating the titles and looking for that one big opportunity to get a payday and check himself out of boxing? Period. Because you got to remember, I think he's been on top of the heavyweight world for, I think it's got to be like 4 years now.
Quite some time.
So,
Quite some time.
yeah. So, what's your thoughts on him vacating the titles?
Oh man, I don't fault a man that can control his own destiny. He's done it all. The big fight that we wanted to watch him, I think we fought him twice with Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury, yeah,
definitively beat him. Definitively beat him. Like it was no second guessing. It was no going to the judges and trying to figure out who won. He won that straight up. The only thing I can think of as far as a name is concerned, that people will probably watch, but you won't get that much because he's no longer that draw like he used to be. It's Deontay
name.
Wilder.
Yeah.
Deontay Wilder still has a name, and he still got a hammer in that right hand. So if for some reason I can see if Deontay Wilder was to, let's say Deontay Wilder was somehow to beat him, like knock him out, that part two of that fight will be the actual money fight.
Right.
But as of now, I don't see anyone in the heavyweight division that's fooling with him, man. The way he schooled Tyson Fury. I mean, Tyson Fury looked good early in the early rounds, but as the fight continued to go, Tyson Fury looked tired. He looked old and tired, and Buddy started popping all this. Usyk started getting all his licks in. I don't see a fight for him. To be honest with you.
And the thing about it, I think when he's talking about a fight, I think he's talking about one of the Pauls. I think that's what he's talking about. I think he's looking at it from a standpoint of like, hell, everybody else is getting paid from this celebrity boxing.
Yeah.
I might as well do it too. Because if Tyson can walk away with $30 million and this person can walk away with $20 million, I mean, the only other guy he can possibly fight is Joshua Anthony, and that Anthony Joshua, and that's about it. There's nobody out there for him. Like, there's no one out there for him. When Deontay Wilder lost to Fury, that was it. The heavyweight division was pretty much dead, and we saw the heavyweight division go through this before when they with the Percherov. It's not Percherov. The brothers.
You talking about the brothers? Talking about the one that whooped up on Lennox Lewis and they cut it short. Oh, why can't you think of it?
Vitaly and
Vitaly Klitschko.
Klitschko. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, the Klitschko brothers. Yeah. And that we saw that the heavyweight division just pretty much die out after them. You know what I'm saying? Because they weren't going to fight each other, so it was just like it was just a dying thing. And now we're seeing Usyk, who just doesn't. There's no one for him to fight at this point, so he's not getting any big money fights. And again, I think he was in the same situation as Bud. It was like, yo, I need the money because right now there's nobody for me. So I don't, like you said, I'm with you. I don't blame Usyk for vacating the titles. I think it was a
Yeah.
thing in where I think it got to a point where he started to see repeating people. And I think that
Yeah.
when it came to like what his title defenses were going to be, it was people he was like, I already fought him. Like these people aren't bringing anything. They're not the names that I'm looking for, that I'm looking to fight. So you know what? Forget it. I'm done. I'll go see about fighting maybe Anthony Joshua, or like you said, fighting Dante Wilder, just because of the fact that I'm not
Yeah.
obligated by the belts to sit up there and not fight him. So yeah,
Right.
so I mean it's shocking, but man, it's sad to see another big fighter go through his
Yeah.
career
It's
and not get the level of competition he rightfully deserved.
it's just no names out there. I'm pretty sure competitors, sure, but names in regards to getting the big payday, there are none.
Yeah.
There are absolutely none to get a big payday. And once you get to the top of the mountain at that point, you've been fighting for so long, you've been dominating for so long. What matters to you at that point in time isn't the next best fighter. It's more of, hey, what's going to get me paid so I can be retired and enjoy it comfortably. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, and I agree, man. We saw Bud do it.
Yeah,
Bud said the hell with that. Next, man, we're
yeah,
gonna
great.
talk about Terry Arnold gets arrested. Felony
Yeah,
charges, kidnapping,
that's
all
crazy.
types of stuff.
Armed robbery.
Armed robbery. Well, and the thing about it is that the whole point is that all this happened, and it
Yeah.
wasn't even the people who supposedly did it. So, what's your take on Terry Arnold basically destroying his NFL career over a few hundred thousands of dollars?
Well, that seems to be the things that's happening nowadays. You got Buddy that transferred to Texas Tech,
Hmm.
can't go to NFL. Oh, and the CFL just denied him also. I think the CFL just denied
Oh,
him. Now I'm sitting here thinking about it.
so just to run that real quick.
Yeah.
So the CFL years ago had a rule, and I remember when they
Okay.
put the rule in place, anybody who is coming from the NFL or trying to play in the
Uh-huh.
NFL, they have to
Yep.
play in the CFL for 2 years and then go to the
Mm,
NFL. They purposely made that rule because Lawrence Phillips came up there 1 year and became their
yeah.
star. And then next thing you
Okay.
know, Ricky Williams did it. And they were like,
Mm,
we're not going to do this," because they were coming
yeah.
from being suspended to then
Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
CFL. So the fact that the CFL said no, that was something big. But all right, let's go back to that. I wanted to make sure I put that in there to talk about that.
I mean, we got a couple of we got a couple examples that's happened in the recent years. You can even throw Floyd Mayweather way back in the day when he had to go to jail for a couple of months before he had to fight. So we really don't know how these things going to work out. Buddy, I keep forgetting names. I keep calling him Buddy from Atlanta. Hit old girl with the car. We all thought of him, and
Oh,
it looks like his stuff got dropped. And he from
James
Atlanta.
Pierce Jr.
Yeah. Yep. So it's a lot of different things that happen. I think for the kidnapping charge, you never know what could happen. It could all this stuff could be dropped. You never know. Depends on how everything plays out. But I can tell you right now, none of this stuff looks good. It don't look good at all. I can guarantee you he won't play this season. I'm pretty because the trial gonna be going. All this thing's gonna be going on. So he's definitely not playing this upcoming season. And then he was an off and on corner anyways. It's not like he was like the star corner, where it's governing a lot of news. He was good. He was good. But the fact of the matter is, it's still a key component in the Detroit's offense, Detroit defense.
You know what's crazy about this is that they don't, it seems like sometimes they don't learn from past situations. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like DeAndre Baker, who was a
Yeah.
fantastic cornerback for the Giants,
Yeah.
set up there, got into that situation where it was him and Quentin Dunbar. And
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it was a robbery or what it was that got them in. It was like, I think it was some type of robbery or something.
Yeah.
DeAndre Baker hasn't made it back to the NFL, and understand he's still 27 years old. And
Yeah.
he's been playing for the DC Defenders for I think the past 3 or 4 years now, and the NFL still hasn't
Hmm.
let him back in. So the fact
Right.
that Terry and Arnold is in this situation, we still don't know all the details of this because he's saying he had nothing to do with it. But we know a lot of times when it comes to especially arrests like this, where he's like being charged for the stuff, or they're saying he's going to be charged for it. Uh,
Yeah.
Normally there's text messages, and it's
Yeah.
text messages, and it's people that then snitched. And when that
100%.
happens, that's it doesn't look good. And I
Yeah.
mean, I hope it turns out good for him, and it wasn't him, but just to let people know, I've seen stuff like this happen. I remember when I used to hang with the players, the NFL players back in the day when they were hanging at the little clubs and stuff like that. They would always have stories about how people was robbing them all the time, like, and
Hmm.
not like robbing them at gunpoint, but just stealing from them. Like they
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
come
Yeah.
in,
Yeah.
they would be in their houses. I remember they would be like they would talk about being people like their driver stealing from them, their maid
Mm.
stealing from them, their family members stealing from them. And it was just a thing where they like constantly being stolen from. And at the higher the
Yeah.
price point of the stuff that's stolen, the madder they
Hmm.
get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this sounds like this is one of these situations that because they said it was like $250,000 worth of property. So, but as an NFL player, once you done told the police, you just
You
gotta
gotta
let it
let
be.
go.
You gotta
You
let
gotta
it
let it
be.
go.
And
Let it go and be more careful.
yeah, because right now it just looks bad. Even if they sit up there and they say he's completely out of it, right?
Yeah.
The NFL is still going to suspend him. They're still
Yeah.
going to
That's why I said he
suspend
ain't
him.
coming. He
And
ain't playing
more
this
than
year.
likely it's going to be hard because Dan Campbell has like a
Yeah.
kind of like a zero tolerance policy up there in Detroit.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
it's going to be tough for him coming back into the fold. And unless he becomes like this stellar cornerback, I
Yeah.
don't know, man. I don't know how he's going to get through this
Hey,
whole thing.
sometimes life lessons hit you different. And
Yeah,
let it be life lesson to everybody else, man. Hey, listen, you can control who you're around. You can control the people that you're hanging with, the people that
hmm,
come to your house. You can't let everybody in your house. Whether you got
right.
money, you don't got money. You may have some things that somebody else like. If something's stolen out of your car, home, or something like that, more than likely it's
Right,
someone that you knew, or someone that knew them, that knew your
right,
people. It was an inside job. And
right.
Trick Daddy, not to quote Trick Daddy, but Trick Daddy said something a long time ago on a song. He said everybody knows somebody that knows something about it.
Yeah, yeah,
He said how it was everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows something about it.
no, something
So
about it.
I get yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, though that is a fact. I guarantee you. Hey, listen, that's just how it goes. Something gets stolen from you because someone's chirping about it.
Right. And but we'll see how it goes, man. Hopefully it works out for him, but it's going to be a hard road back. Next, man, Caitlin Clark. I mean, man, it's like the conversation just can never stop with her. I don't know
Hey, well,
what it is, what's going on. I mean, if they don't make it racial, then it's no need to talking about her. Caitlin Clark, Alyssa Thomas, again, one for people who don't watch the WNBA, she's actually one of the better WNBA players, but she's a very aggressive player. She got suspended
roughneck,
for the fist to the neck of Caitlin Clark.
the light one.
Yeah, yeah. And the thing
Yeah.
about it is that all the people who are talking stuff, and this is why I say I hate people who don't watch the WNBA, because every time the conversation like this comes up, they talk and they hit the same talking points. Oh, it's
Yep.
because she's white. It's because she's straight. It's because they're jealous. And it's like, guess what? She's been in and out of the lineup all year. She's had this
Yep.
back issue since the off season when she was
Last year. Yeah.
she was trying to get herself back together. She has this awful back. She has a back problem. Has nothing to do with people hitting her, bullying her, or nothing of that such nature. Then on top of that,
Yep.
she flops a lot. which is probably contributing to her back issues as well.
Yeah.
You gotta understand, Caitlin Clark is a hard player herself. She goes to
Hmm.
the basket aggressively. She pushes people. She does a lot of things. She chirps at the refs. She does all that. And then we get the conversations, people like Boomer Esiason and all that. They all say the same
Yeah,
thing.
he's
It's
ridiculous.
she's white. She's white. They're mad because she's white and straight. When did anybody playing sports ever get mad at somebody because they white and straight? and,
Yeah, right,
and,
right.
and it's just this ridiculousness of everything. We talked about it on this channel. She's still working on getting better. And there's a lot of
Yep.
things she still hasn't worked on. She could better protect herself, but she's not doing that. And it's just at some point, it's like, oh my God, can we move the conversation on so she can go play some damn ball? Like, so what's
Yeah.
your thoughts on the Caitlin Clark thing, the people who are sitting up there giving all these excuses and being outraged about something that's not even worth being outraged about? And the fact that a lot of these people aren't even watching the WNBA NBA to see what's going on because her team is down this year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Man, first of all, the only thing we know for sure about Caitlin Clark is that she's a woman and she's white. Now, the straight or gay thing, we still don't know. I don't care what no one say. I've seen a video that may suggest otherwise, but I can't say it. I don't know. But the only people that knows are people that really know her personally. I know
Right.
she got a boyfriend, all that good stuff, but either way, it really doesn't matter. Just that people are automatically assuming that's what she is. You know what I'm saying? Completely, they don't know her.
Mhm.
The other thing is speaking about Caitlin Clark. We talked about her game. Her game hasn't improved. It's still the same as she when she came in the league from Iowa. Long 3-pointers. She can pass. That's her best part of her game is passing.
Mhm.
But she still has to improve her dribble package. If you look at Thomas, what she's done, she did the same thing to Angel Reese. You know what I mean? It
Yeah,
wasn't that
exactly.
wasn't that big of a fuss that was
And it
done.
was
She does this
worse.
stuff all the time. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Angel Reese landed straight on her back, and people keep talking. The reason why they keep showing a photo shot of Thomas fist in her neck because it really wasn't hard. It,
Right.
it was it was it was like it was like real light. If you look at the entire video from start to finish, you're like, oh, it wasn't that bad. Yes, did she put her fist on her throat on purpose? Yes, she did. But it really wasn't bad. It's not like Caitlin Clark was down there gasping for air and like
Right.
she kept it down there. You know what I'm saying? Like choking her or something like that.
Right.
It's just hey, I'm using your neck push up a little bit, but it wasn't really that bad. But it's mostly the men that's coming to Caitlin Clark's defense. You don't hear women, a lot of women talking
Mhm.
about coming Caitlin Clark. They put on the cake for her. A lot of the fans that watch the WNBA don't come to her defense because they know that's pretty much how the league has been for
Exactly.
quite some time when they come down there to them playing. And I watched Caitlin Clark do some dirty things on herself. I watched her rookie in her second year. As a girl is on her back as she's coming to the court, she slipped that elbow back there real quick and
Mhm.
then act like she flopped, but she flinged the elbow back there, popped her right in the face, got away with it. But these things happen, but no one this stuff is not highlighted because of what happens is that what's going to get the mass talking about the not WNBA, but just getting the most clicks as possible is going to be uh like the
any
Dallas
any
Cowboys,
any Caitlin Clark story, no matter
yeah,
how small it is.
Caitlin Clark,
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark. You threw that on there. You put Caitlin Clark done wrong by black women or whoever, whatever. That's
Right.
about to grab clicks. You could just talk about cricket. You could talk about cricket in that, but you're probably gonna get over 1 million views because everybody clicked on it for at least a minute to watch and see if you're gonna talk about Caitlin Clark
Mhm.
and black women mess with her. But that's what society that's what we're in right now. People look for clicks. Boomer Esiason, he always say something ridiculous. He was like a mediocre quarterback anyways. You know what I mean?
and
That's that's
blames
that's
blames his
yeah,
team
yeah.
for not winning the Super Bowl. He still blames that team, even though everybody else did what they were supposed to do, and he messed up
Right,
in that game. So
right,
that's the thing that gets me the
yeah,
most is that he still blames his teammates like he wasn't the reason they lost that game.
right, yeah. Caitlin Clark. If it say Caitlin Clark on there, and it's not like a playoff game or something that was really good. It's clickbait. Trust me, just
Mhm.
don't even waste time. It's clickbait. That's all it is, clickbait. And you're gonna watch it, and you're gonna look at those little highlights, and you're gonna think the whole WNBA against Caitlin Clark, which they are not. They are just that. Look, I call them roughnecks because they play rough in there. They play
Yeah,
really rough in there,
exactly.
man.
Exactly. And,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we
yeah.
we don't we already cry and complain about how soft the NBA is. If you sit up
Right.
there and start doing that with the WNBA, the game it's just going to look like a watered down version of the game forever. So it's
Yeah,
like,
it
come
is.
on
Yep.
now, like
It's a fact.
like stop, like they have to stop doing this. Like, let her go play. Let her go play.
Let her.
Like, like
Yep.
Jesus, she
She ain't
she
complaining.
she ain't saying nothing. That's the
She
thing
ain't saying
about it. She
nothing.
ain't saying
Cause she
nothing.
know what she's doing. She know what the game is. She know what she's
Right.
doing. She know what
Right.
she's doing. She's running. She running her mouth like she's running. Oh,
Right.
when she up, she a front runner. She running it.
Right.
She is running it. So she know what the consequences are. She's been playing physical basketball for her whole life. So she's not. The only thing that's coming to. I'm trying to tell all these men. It's black and white men that's come to her defense.
Right. And even with that,
Mhm.
like that's enough.
Yeah.
uh, Next, man,
Yeah.
let's go to the next thing. Big thing, man. This hits home harder for you more than me, Jeremiah. Now,
Oh
here's
yeah.
the thing
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
I talked about this getting this guy 2 years ago. We had the number
Hmm.
2 overall pick. I said, let's trade that pick to Charlotte
Yep.
and get LaMelo Ball. Everybody thought I
Hmm.
was crazy. Everybody thought I was absolutely crazy. I said, look, you add him to this young team, he's going to be special.
Yep.
We didn't do it. LaMelo Ball is now moved from the Charlotte Hornets to the Minnesota
Yep.
Timberwolves. Now, remember, during the playoffs, what did I say? I said, Minnesota, y'all need to go out there and y'all need to get a guy like John Morant or somebody like that, because what
Hmm.
you guys are competing against in the West, it's going to be hard for y'all to compete if you don't have a guy to match up with Anthony Edwards. And man, did
Yep.
they pull it off. What's your thoughts
They
as
did.
a Charlotte Hornets fan that they gave up LaMelo? And in return,
Yep.
they got something in return, but it's not LaMelo. What's your thoughts on that trade?
For one, the whole city of Charlotte, not just the whole city, any Charlotte Hornet fan, especially most of them in North Carolina and some in South Carolina, they hate that LaMelo left because we seen the trajectory. We were headed on the way up. We were headed on the way up. Finally starting.
Just got to the playoff play-in tournament,
Yeah,
was
yeah,
playing well,
playing really
got
look good.
got him and Con Canuple playing
Con
together.
nipple. Yep.
You got Bridges playing well.
We had Kobe White coming off the bench. We
Kobe
had Kobe
White,
White coming
yeah.
off the bench. You know what I'm saying? To be able to run the offense, and now he's going to take a full time starting role. Um, if they were going to trade Melo, they should have got way more than what they got. Because
Yeah,
to me, when I see a whole bunch of first round swaps, that means absolutely nothing to me until it actually
yeah.
takes. And unless because how are we sure what Minnesota's going to be? What Minnesota is like number 27 in the first round. You know what I'm saying? Like that's their pick. And
And
then
understand that's where they've been picking at all this time.
right, the entire time. So and then another thing, what if Charlotte's number 15 and the Timberwolves are number 16 that year? What's that going to do with a pick swap?
Right,
A pick swap it means nothing to me at all. I got to see it happen. It's got to be complete opposite. Like we got to be up here, and the Timberwolves got to be picking in the first, second, and third. You know what I mean? It's got to be something like that. But
right.
then again, so we only got one unprotected first round pick, and not only to mention that they just traded Miles Bridges to Phoenix.
Yes,
So what?
just saw that.
Yeah, yeah. So Charlotte is. I don't know why in the world we're in rebuilding mode when we were already building. We were already currently building.
Y'all
So
were there.
yeah,
I think they were trying to
I
jump
tell you what
ahead
it
of
is.
those contracts.
That's part of it, but also what I've noticed is that the players they bringing in can shoot the three. Head coach from Charlotte, underneath Boston.
Yeah.
So we already shot a lot of threes as it is. Everybody on the court's going to be able to launch a three. And that's when, and you know how Boston plays. That's exactly how Charlotte plays now because that's all he knows. That's all he knows. Three ball, three ball, three ball, three ball, three ball. The problem is that Lamelo was a playmaker. When nothing was there to be had, he was able to break down the defense or get an open shot or get someone else an open shot. That's what it was, and then that's going to be telling because who is going to back up Kobe White that can come in and the offense don't fall off?
Right, exactly. And to be quite honest, like, these moves devastate. the Hornets now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh
completely
yeah.
destroy them, and
Yeah.
there's no way for them to get back. Like it's almost like here we are talking about the tanking doesn't work and things like that, and the rule change, and now you go do this, and you basically put your team who was just in the play-in tournament, just in there,
Yeah.
and
Just
you
in there.
now taking 30 steps back. 30,
Yeah.
because now you have to rebuild, and on top of that you got to hope Canupa can run that team on his own, because at this current moment he's the only real legitimate scorer on that team. And when you're
Yeah.
talking about going to the basket, shooting from the outside, he's actually that guy. The problem is that you didn't basically destroy your team now. Like I said, Miles
Yeah.
Bridges being traded to Phoenix, and then you sending
Yep.
LaMelo to Minnesota. Why would you even do that when I mean, don't get me wrong, even though they're both in the West, that don't mean that those teams can't trade them off to an Eastern team. And then, like you said,
Yep.
you can't mimic Boston when you don't have a Jason Tatum and you don't have a Jalen Brown. You can't
They
mimic
better
that.
go get Jalen Brown. They better go get one of them because they got the money for it now. They better go get them. They better do something to go get one of them. Because we're going to need a someone that can, when everything breaks down, that you can just give them the ball, go make a play. Because right now we ain't got that. What now? We got a whole bunch of set shooters.
and,
We
and
got a
we
whole bunch of
talked
set
about
shooters.
and we talked about the free agent class. It's bad.
Yeah,
It's bad.
it is. It is. It is. It is, man. But I don't know. I don't. Charlotte must know something about 2033 because we have traded for two unprotected. We have two unprotected first round picks in 2033 from Minnesota and one from Phoenix now. What 10 to 12-year old whatever is out there that
Yo.
they know about that they are tracking them, man. They are tracking them right now. They at his middle school, at his game, at his youth games, at his youth games. Oh yeah, he gonna be
It's
legit.
it's
And as soon as
Bronny
he tap
James's son. It's Bronny
yeah,
James's
yeah.
son.
Dude's still eating. He's still eating chicken nuggets and chocolate milk. You know what I'm saying right now. You know what I mean? They doing something, man. I don't know what they know, but it's crazy to me, man. I don't know, but I'm gonna wait until this off season is completely done,
Uh-huh.
and because they may still be cooking. They may still cook. Last thing I want is have LeBron James. He won't come, but I don't
No.
want to have LeBron James. He too old. He too old and too expensive at this point. Um, I, I don't know. I have no clue what their plans are. I
Well,
don't.
what it sounds like is that Carolina will still be the only team that's winning pro championships at this point. The
You're
Hurricanes,
right. The
the
Hurricanes, the only thing we got
Hurricanes.
consistent around here as far as the pro teams, the Hurricanes. That's it. And
Yeah.
and and they're the one team that's not in Charlotte. They're
Well,
in
you know what?
Raleigh.
You know what? You know what? No, I'm gonna take that back. The Panthers might do something this year. They looked good last year. We might see them actually
Yeah.
do a little bit better next year, this upcoming season. So we ain't
For
gonna
all we
put
know,
them out yet. But
for all we know, they might treat trade T Mac for some for Kool Aid and chocolate milk. I don't know. They pull something. That's how I feel. Except Carolina sports. Except the Hurricanes are still making moves.
and
You know what I'm
they're
saying?
making
So
good moves. They're making good moves.
yeah,
So, but
yeah,
as you see, all teams around them are making the moves too. So,
yeah,
but yeah,
yep.
man. But with that being said, y'all, that was the sports rundown. Very short sports week, man. I mean, there wasn't a lot to talk about. I forgot Boots Enos won this weekend.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah, he
he
did. Yeah, he did.
came
He did
close
win.
to
Yeah,
losing. He came
I
very
didn't see
close to
that fight.
losing. Oh, you gotta check it out. But he almost lost the fight. He almost
Yeah.
lost the fight, and it was very close. Cause and what he did was that he went into the fight thinking he was just going to bludgeon. Um, can't think his name right now. Thought he was going to bludgeon him, and ended up in a situation where the dude fought back. He fought back and he was fighting
Oh.
hard. So Boots came close to losing, but he ends up pulling off the win.
So
Now he's
so
got
what
to
you're saying
find
is
the next name.
what you're saying is that if Terrence Crawford came out of retirement, ain't no point in him maybe trying to fight Boots because he'll still smash him.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. It won't even be worth it. But with
Yeah,
that
yeah,
being
yeah.
said, y'all, that is the sports rundown. Y'all tell us what y'all think in the comments below. Y'all tell us how y'all feel about this Caitlin Clark thing. Is it Are you starting to get Caitlin Clark fatigue? Tell us in the comments below.
I
How
am.
y'all feeling about the LaMelo trade? Tell us. Other than that, this has been your man John Fortune, along with my man Jeremiah Street, and this has been the Frustrated Fan Sports Show.